Jason Rzucidlo reporting for AmericaJR.com, being joined by Assistant Company Manager Erin Chupinsky for the new musical Cats coming to the Fisher Theater next month. First, how are you today?
I'm great, thanks.
Very well. Can you explain how you got your first role in the acting business?
Well, my first professional job was actually at a summer stock theater. That's the Wagon Wheel Theater in Indiana, and I had just gone to an audition in Chicago for that while I was finishing up school at Western Michigan University.
Okay, so I understand you've been in a handful of different musicals. Which was the most fun for you and why?
All of them for their own reasons. I'm certainly enjoying this one right now. It's the only tour I've been with for more than 1 year. This is my second year on the road with Cats. It's just a special show, and I wanted to come back to it, so I would pick this one.
Alrighty. Now, how does it feel to come back to Detroit for Cats next month at the Fisher Theater?
It's going to feel pretty awesome, I think. I would go see the shows downtown all the time as a kid, so it's going to be pretty exciting to be one of the ones in the show this time.
Are you in Detroit right now, or you're on the road?
No, I'm in Orono, Maine right now.
Oh, okay. So what are some of the cities that you've been to so far with this musical?
We've been all over the country. We started off in Chicago and Orlando, and then have been everywhere from LA and Washington State over to the New England area. We just did Boston last week, so everything in between, and up into Canada as well, and South and Central America.
Okay. Now, can you tell me a little bit about the musical for those who maybe aren't familiar with it?
Sure. It's a book of poems. It's Possum's old poems that have been turned into the song lyrics for the show. It's mostly all sung. There's not much spoken word at all. But it's basically this special night that happens once a year where this tribe of jellicle cats comes together to celebrate and choose a cat who is going to move on to the Heaviside layer. And the bulk of the show is little vignettes where each cat is featured to kind of show who they are and why they should be the ones who's chosen.
Okay. And I understand you have more than one role. Can you tell me what those are?
Sure. I'm a swing, so I cover 6 different roles, and I perform only when someone's sick or injured and can't perform those roles. And along with that, I am the assistant to the company manager, the stage manager, and the dance captain.
Okay. Now, will there be anything unique about the Detroit performances of Cats?
Well, the show is going to be the show that we do everywhere around the country, but certainly it should be special because there's 4 of us that have Michigan roots, so it'll be pretty exciting for us all to be playing our hometown.
All right. Now, what are the dates for the musical?
We're playing the 3rd week in May.
Because most of the musicals that we've had have been around 2 or 3 week runs, and this one I believe is only a few days. Do you know why that is?
We're playing a full week. We're doing 8 shows. That's our typical number per week. And we've just kind of found across the board this year that we've played a venue, and then come the end of it, they say, oh, well, you guys could have played another week, or something like that. I think just because of the economy, some theaters are more reluctant to book longer sits of shows just because they're nervous about selling them. But Cats, thankfully, is a show.
Okay. I understand you also performed on the Holland America cruise line. What was that like?
That was a great time. Yeah, I was singer-dancer on one of their ships, the MS Mazdam, and actually ended up being on it for a full year, cruised Canada and New England and the Caribbean and over into Europe as well. And it was my first big thing after summer stock right out of college. I went on that ship, and it was just an awesome experience.
Now, was that related to a musical or just regular dancing?
Well, the shows are kind of a review format, so it's singing and dancing and a little bit of spoken dialogue here and there to connect some of the segments, but it's mostly just a review-type show, not a specific musical like Cats or anything else that's its own name. It's a mishmash of songs people know put together.
Okay. I've asked this to some other actors before. What is your advice to students, in theater that may be looking for their first job?
My advice would be, first and foremost just to be confident in your abilities and put yourself out there as much as possible. Any audition that comes up, even if you might not think you're the absolute right best pick for it, you should still go because you never know who's going to be there and what can come of it. And everyone is a learning experience.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to mention that maybe I forgot to ask?
Just come see Cats. It's a great show. It's appealing to kids, to young adults, to adults, and people of all walks of life. It just has a good message, and it's a fun, entertaining show. So come on and see it. Support the Michiganders.
Yep. Very good. Thanks a lot. It was nice speaking with you today.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Copyright 2010, AmericaJR.com, Detroit, Michigan, USA.